Okay, so our third way of solving for a quadratic, we've seen factorizing, we've seen completing a square. Now we want to look at using the quadratic formula. And at this point, I'm assuming that you've seen the quadratic formula and seen at least the proof or derivation of the quadratic formula. And here it is. If I have this equation, quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, then I can use the a, b, and the c's, plug them into this equation, and boom, you have ourselves a solution to this equation. Quadratic formula is very trustworthy, and if none of these methods right up here work, you can always use the quadratic formula. If these methods up here work, you can still use the quadratic formula. All right, let's do this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write a 1 in, just so it reminds me that a equals 1, b equals -2, c equals -6. All right, and it'd be helpful to have the quadratic formula on hand, or you can memorize it. So I have -b, so b is -2. So this is where some people get mixed up. So I have -b. So whatever b is going to be, there should be a negative outside, and you insert b in, plus or minus square root of b squared, so it's -2. Make sure you put parentheses around the 2. That's always the case. You're always putting parentheses around whatever b is there. -4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is -6, times 2a, boom. Okay, and it's as simple as, and that's what x equals. And it's just simple as simplifying. So negative times negative gives me positive, plus or minus. Now I have 4 plus 24 over 2 divided by 2. X equals 2 plus or minus square root of 28 over 2. Now I'm going to pause here for a second because, guys, this, you might think, oh, these are all even numbers, so I can take out an even number. Please do not try and divide 2 by everything. This is not equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 14 over 1. Okay, that's not right. Do not do that. All right? There's other ways to simplify this, but you can't do that this way in this problem. And so our final solution here is, well, I can simplify square root of 28 is equal to the square root of 4 times 7, which is equal to the square root of 4 times 7 separately, which is equal to 2. Right, square root of 4 is equal to 2 times the square root of 7. So I can rewrite this as 2 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 7 over 2. Now, what you can do is, please, you have a 2 in the first term, a 2 in the second term being multiplied, and a 2 in the denominator, okay? Now, what you can do is, now you can divide everything by 2. So if you divide everything by 2, which keeps the statement the same value, you get 1 plus or minus square root of 7, and then the denominator is just 1, right? But we don't need to write that. So there you have it. Quadratic formula never fails.